You taking the effing piss? I am sick and tired of this now. Why is he still here? This is unacceptable, man. But people getting giddy after one win against Chelsea. Matisse, Carefree Lewis, where are you? I told you we were going to beat Chelsea. But people getting giddy after one win against Chelsea. If there's one thing, yeah, I'm confident about at this ground, mate, they've not beaten us in 10 years, mate. Enzo Fernandez, I'm just going to call Amr about 1 minute. Let me 1 second. I seen a bit of principle today. We are pressing today. Today, yeah, we pressed the hell out of Chelsea. We never let them come out. But Garnacho as well was excellent in that part. Bruno was working hard from the front. Again, not much creativity, but working hard, pressing from the front. Bruno today, pathetic. Today, what are you doing? Captain today, you're just giving the ball away to them. Do you understand the game of football? Keep the ball. But every single time you're giving them opportunities to just go and, you know what, on the counter. The defending today, Shaw on the left-hand side. Where's the awareness? Look around you. Every single thing today was pathetic today from Man United. And it's the same old stories. But, oh, I'm negative United. Oh, you know what? We turned the corner. How many flipping times have Man United turned the corner?
Hey, Saeed, what are you telling me, fam?
I'm tired, man. I'm tired, man. And Dave, the prick. This guy, you know. I'm tired, man. Just get this guy out, man.
Oh,
This Dave guy's funny.
Oh, my chest is killing me, bruv. Oh, my days, my bro. It's crazy.
Bro. Nah, we're finished, man. We're finished, yo. We're actually finished.
Wait, what happened
We're
to
actually
the
done out
pressing
here, you know.
against Bournemouth, bro? What happened, blood?
Bro, the pressing went, man. We played a shit Chelsea team. That's what happened, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? You get me? And by the way, that was only for Matisse. I only had energy for Matisse, man. I knew we were still shitting it, but bro, I can't believe he's still in the job, man. How is he still in here? How is he taking press conferences right now?
Hey, bro, did you see Scott McTominay coming out saying, everyone's behind the manager and that? Listen, Scott McTominay is the biggest bum at the football club, I'm telling you. Like, he thanks his lucky stars every day he wakes up.
Listen, McTominay, honestly, man, the biggest fraud I've ever seen, mate. I couldn't care less. Oh, we're backing the manager, we're behind him, etc., etc. Are you taking a piss? I couldn't care less, man. What happened on Bournemouth? What happened to you? Back to old McTominay. This guy, yeah, you can give me goals all you want, mate. You're not that guy. I'm sorry. You're not that guy, man. Trying to hide your little scoring. Oh, you know what? Yeah. But what about midfielder? What about passing, mate? Can you pass? You caused the first goal to happen. He was one of the reasons why it happened. Nah, man, we're actually done, you know, Rants, you know. We got man like McTominay coming out and saying, yeah, everything's all rosy. Bro, it's not rosy, man. I couldn't care less about the morale in training. When you go on that football pitch, you, man, absolutely crumble. You, man, are dead. And that stands for the manager. Clueless. Bro, it could have been 4-0, you know. That game could have been 4 or 5. They had 2 disallowed goals. They hit the post. Bro. Nah, listen, man. We're done, man. We're done.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Players coming out and defending the manager. Like, what's the point at this point? Obviously, like, what do you expect them to say? But Scott McTominay, the fact that he's even got a platform and people care about his opinion, bro. Like, that guy is a squad player at best at Man United. And even that, yeah. Even that. Bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He's trash, bro. Like, there's no amount of goals that this guy can score that can excuse the level of rubbish, yeah, that he puts in, week out. And this is the problem here now. Football is purely judged on output. Yeah. That's the reason why Scott McTominay is in a conversation right now, because he does not perform. Game after game, he doesn't perform. But then he gets away with popping up with a goal and everyone singing his praises. The guy offers nothing to this football team.
Bro, nothing. And this is the problem, man. You know what it is with me? Like, the greatest footballers that I've ever seen, yeah, they didn't score goals, man. They didn't score goals. They were good footballers. And this is the problem now with modern day football, is that if you score a goal now, everything else is excused. Your performance is excused. Bruno Fernandez can score a worldie, but then when you actually tell him, what did you do in midfield? oh, but you know what? He gave the ball away X amount of times, and he did this and he did that. Listen, as a midfielder, do you make Man United play better? And their midfield played better than our midfield. And I wouldn't take any of their midfielders. You know what I mean? You wouldn't. You wouldn't. So this is what I'm trying to say. Like, can you be good midfielders? Can you keep the ball? McTominay, time after time in that game, just kept giving the ball away. Bruno Fernandez kept giving the ball away. And by the way, let me tell you something about Bruno Fernandez. He has done that on purpose. I don't care what anybody says. He took that yellow card on purpose, mate. I'm telling you now, man. That was petulance. That wasn't a tackle. That was petulance, mate. And he said, you know what? Nah, you man tried to tell me I wasn't good enough for Anfield. I ain't getting involved in that shit.
Yeah, he said, I don't fancy it, mate.
100%. I don't fancy it, mate. He knew we're already lost. The game's lost. And he goes and says something to the referee. Nah, man, you know what you're doing there. You don't want to play. Later on, nobody blames you. Yo, we're familiar with your game. We are familiar with your game, mate. I don't care. Call it as you see it, mate. He's bottled that, mate. So he's another one as well. Shocking as well. Amrabat left everything on his own to do again, everything on his own. Listen, man, the principle of this manager is for me, we're wasting our time, man. Well, we are wasting our time.
We are, but how has Bruno gone out of his way, to get himself suspended from the Liverpool game? Not enough people are talking about it. It's funny how that's just under the radar. Like, everyone's just kind of just overlooking it. He asked to get subbed off last game as well when we were 7-0 down. This player wanted to come off. He didn't want to be on the pitch at the final whistle.
That's what I'm trying to say to you, bro.
A lot of people are trying to protect these things. It's funny how a lot of Man United fans are saying, oh, we need all these players going. Bro, it's all man's favourites that need to go. What are you talking about? Everyone said, when Luke Shaw came back, we were going to be better. How's that working out for us? How's that working out for us? Man got dunked on, bro.
Dunked on.
And he was awful. He was awful.
That's his Achilles heel. Yeah, he's awful. That's always been his Achilles heel, though. He's not great. His awareness, positioning's never been great. You know what I mean? So that's always been his kind of, and this is why one of the reasons why I said I want him out as well. But we've given a new contract, so we are stuck with him, unfortunately. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? And then Reguilon on the left-hand side was pathetic as well. Them two on that side. Again, the manager brought him in. He can't get the best out of him. Bro, the whole thing is a shit, man. And our forward line, I told you, man, the forward line is the worst I've seen at Old Trafford for a long, long time, man. And you know what? That comes down for the manager as well. Yes, they are poor, but why is it that they are poor as well? What's going on? What patterns are we creating? You know what I'm trying to say to you? Like, you've got to provide a platform for these guys. I'm not trying to excuse them, yeah, but surely we had 20 shots, I think, against Bournemouth here. Do you remember any clear-cut chance we had? I don't remember.
No. Yeah, but so bro, there's nothing. But that's why, when you was talking about the press against Chelsea, bro, there was no press against Chelsea. You need to understand, Chelsea were just giving the ball away. Chelsea are so bad at playing out from the back here. Their goalkeeper was horrible. And also defensively, if you look at the first goal that we scored against Chelsea, they give the ball away pretty much on the edge of their own box. Like, it's not like it was under pressure. I think it was Jackson. There was no one on him. And he just passed the ball straight to a Man United shot. I think he gave it to Amrabat. Like, there was no one on him. There was no pressure on the ball. He didn't need to play that pass. People talking about the pressing, bro. Chelsea were just appalling, bro. Like, and people were giving us credit for how bad Chelsea were. I was like, nah. Like, that's why even though we won, I was like, nah, we're crap.
Yeah, that's what I stressed as well. I was like, yo, you can't really take anything away from it. You almost this is the problem with Man United, though. You've almost got to isolate every single game for that game only, because there's no patterns that emerge from that. Like, even when we won 4 out of 5, I said, bro, relax, everybody. This is not real. The form is not real, man. The form is not real. You get what I'm trying to say to you? So I feel like, for me, the performances are what keeps it sustainable. I watched Tottenham yesterday. That's what I keep saying to Tottenham. I like watching Tottenham and where they're going. People say, oh, but they didn't lose to winning 5. But yet still, they're happy with where they're going, their direction. Man United fans, we're not happy with winning 4 and 5 because we're like, it don't really feel right. You know, the way we're winning, it's not sustainable. Then all of a sudden, you get smacked up 3-0 at home.
No, but some of the men were saying, we're 3 points of City and that. They were giving it, mate. 3 points of City and
crazy.
That. Bro, I was hearing it. I was hearing it. Informed team in the league, manager of the month, player of the month, goal of the month, 3 points of City, so-called crisis. This is all the chat they were talking. And then man gets slapped by Bournemouth. Crazy. Bro, man can't tell me about injuries, bro. Tottenham were oozing yesterday against Newcastle. And yeah, Newcastle don't travel
Bro.
well. But, bro, Tottenham, no matter who's playing, yeah, Tottenham go out with the same structure, the same intent, the
Same
same
one.
intensity
Yes.
every single game, yeah? And that comes from the
Yes.
coach. And the coach has had way less time than our manager. So I'm not trying to hear no excuses for Ten Hag at this point.
Nope. Nope. There shouldn't be any excuses. There shouldn't be. That's what I'm trying to say to you. There shouldn't be any excuses for this manager because at the end of the day, everything that he's doing right now, he's created his mess. Nobody's told him to play McTominay. Nobody's told him to play certain man in the team. Nobody's told him to do that, you know? You know what I mean? And then he brings on 3 substitutions here. Well, we're 3-0 down. Like, bro, like, why are you doing that, my friend? What's the point? You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? So I don't get every single thing the manager does. And the fact that, like I said to you, yeah, the fact that he didn't put on Varane, yeah, and put on Johnny Evans, man, that's a disgrace, man. Like, genuinely, that is so disrespectful to a legend in the game, man. You get me? Like, and this is what people say, oh man, there's no falling out in the dressing room. Of course, man, there is, man, because your decision making can call. Sometimes it's not about what you're doing, it's about how you're saying things as well. It's about
Yeah.
how you're conducting yourself in the dressing room. It's about your decision making as well. Like, they're the things that players pick up on. And they're like, you know what, man, we don't really know what we're doing here. And that,
Yeah.
again, that's what happened against Bournemouth. Sometimes you can be misguided. It's not all well toxic dressing room and people are shouting behind the people. People just want to know, what are you doing in the dressing room? What are you doing from game to game? What are you doing?
Yeah, but that's the thing with Man
And
United there.
they
When
don't
you
know.
watch Man United play, yeah, the players look like they don't know what they're supposed to be doing. They look like they don't know. They look lost. That's not on them.
Bro, lost. They got confused. Listen, man. And by the way, the crowd, yeah. Oh my days, man. Half of them left, you know, by the way. Half of the people left. They had enough. They said, yo, F this. There was booing in the crowd. You get me? Like, people say, oh, the match going fans are not toxic and they're behind the manager. Bro, from where I was, majority of the fan base, we were just like, what is this, man? And majority were like, it's got to go. Like, people tell me, oh, you know, what's the solution, bro? I don't care. So right now,
It's not
I ain't
your
gonna lie
job
to you,
to
I don't
know.
care. It's not my job to know, man. Like this. Oh, but who's coming in? This is the easiest way. It's a cop out, you know. I've
Yeah.
noticed that right
Who
now
else is there?
because
That's
they don't.
it. Who would you
Who
get?
else is there? Who would you get? But then they don't want to concentrate on what they're seeing right now. It's like, forget everything else. You know what? I'm gonna go to Saeed and tell him. But what's the solution? Bro, shut up. Like, seriously, what's the solution? The solution right now isn't working. That's what's happening right now. The solution that you're seeing right now isn't working. That's where I'm basing things on facts. I'm not basing things on hypotheticals. You're basing things on hypotheticals of who can fix it. I'm basing it on facts. Ten Hag is failing at his job. That's what he's
Yep.
doing right now. He's failing at his job. So I'm just dealing with the facts right now, bro. You get me? So this is what I'm trying. It's just a cop out for me, man. It's really, really a cop out. You know what I mean? For the greater issues. Listen, the Glazers here, they don't sort out what's on the football pitch. The football pitch is down to the manager, and the
Yep.
manager is failing at his job. If the institution is a bad institution, yeah, but still the main in-house stuff are failing. Bro, I'm gonna sack him. I'm gonna sack everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone gets sacked, mate.
And until it's right, you keep sacking people. That's what it is. And that's what I mean. People need to stop this rubbish saying, oh, the players are sacking managers. And even when McTominay was saying, oh, before, maybe at times the dressing room has been a certain way.
Yeah,
but it's
yeah, I've
this
seen
way.
that.
Bruv, no one cares about your opinion, Scott. You're rubbish, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? And like, nobody cares about your opinion. I don't care. He could have the best attitude there is. He has to. He's not good, bro. He's thanking his lucky stars every morning he wakes up that he's a Man United player. He's one of the worst players to ever put on that red shirt, bro. And that's just a fact of life, bro. Like, guys that were squad players for Man United, yeah, back in the day, walk into this starting lineup. They walk into it, squad players. He's no one.
Yep.
He's nowhere, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The guy is one of the least talented footballers I've ever seen in a red shirt, and he's simply there, yeah,
Bro.
because Sir Alex Ferguson co-signed this guy, bro. Or else he'll be running around playing in the Football League somewhere. He's not good. He's not a Premier League player. Scott McTominay's rubbish. He don't get into the midfield of any other team in this league, bro. He struggles to
Nope.
play for Wolves. He's not playing for Wolves.
But there's a lot of them. That's what I'm saying to you. That's why I said about Rashford. I said a lot of man here, they've only got the Man United tax. If they weren't from the Man United academy, they wouldn't be even in the top 10 team, bro. Let's be real. They wouldn't be giving him certain privileges and that. Rashford's back born and bred, and he gets it and he's bow. Like, if you put him in another team, certain man are bopping him off the park. They're not even making the bench. Let's be real. Let's keep it 100. McTominay, Ward-Prowse is better than him. There's so many midfielders that are better than.
Oh yeah, players that we wouldn't take.
Yeah. So why are we going on like, yeah, this guy is good and da 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 da. Like, bro, come on, man. Let's be real. Let's keep it 100. We're just accepting mediocrity right now because you know what? He runs around. He backs the club. And
yeah, but the manager's using these guys. Yeah, the manager's using these guys as an example of what he thinks we should be doing. Talking up McTominay's, talking up Maguire's, talking up Luke Shaw's, bro. Talking up Bruno's. Like, these men, yeah, all need moving on. All of them. And until we get a manager, yeah, until we get a footballing department, so a CEO, that's a footballing CEO, a director of football, that's a footballing director of football, and a proper footballing manager, we can't get rid of these guys. Do you know what I'm saying? We can't get rid of these guys. And if this is true as well, blood, man saying Rashford and Martial are ill, are absent from training, bro. Anyhow, that's true. Do you know what I'm saying? If that's true, bruv, we're finito. Do you know what I mean? That's players down in tools, if that's the case.
Bro, Rashford ill twice, though, now. What's going on here, Rashford? Ill twice. I don't know about that,
down in tools. I thought, bro, Scott, I thought everything was all right, Scott. Do you know what I mean? You're a bum. Do you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Scott McTominay is an absolute bum. That's just what it is. He has to come out. He's the voice. He's the voice of the weak, blood. All these guys that know they're not going to be at Manchester United if we have a decent manager there, bro. Like that. That's what it is.
What I'm saying. But that's what now these guys.
They're protecting themselves.
And this is where Ten Hag, I'm sorry to say it, but you've elevated these guys' egos, man. Because now they're thinking, we're the top dogs, man. We're keeping you in the job. So you got to keep playing us. You got to keep playing us now. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep playing us now. We're scoring. And this is one of the things where Ten Hag, I just can't believe he's done this, Because he's scoring goals, Ten Hag now is basically keeping on the bench for that long. Have you noticed now? He's not even saying to him, you're coming off. He's saying, but he may get you a goal. But if you change the way we play football in the middle of midfield, we may create more goals as a result. But he's looking at goal-scoring midfielders. That means goals. Bro, what about he can concede us goals by his passing? What about the fact that he's so rubbish in midfield? He can concede us goals. Do you not realise that as well? Bournemouth are not great goal-scoring midfielders. They're not. Okay, Billy scored a goal, but that was from a header, and he's obviously a big lad. But they're not scoring goals from midfield. But you know what they're doing? They're making the team better. And that's what Ten Hag is failing to understand.
Yeah, because there's a system and there's a structure in place. Like even though we beat Chelsea, our forwards haven't scored in the game. Everyone's talking about the chances that we made. We relied on the midfielder to score a brace. So why are attackers not scoring goals? It's because we're not set up structurally to score goals. And also our midfield gets bypassed way too easily, bro. Way too easily. Man just run straight through our midfield because Scott's nowhere, Bruno's nowhere. Both of them think they're strikers and Amrabat's in there by himself. When Cass was in there and he was drowning by himself, people were blaming him, saying his legs are gone. How about he's got no support in there? How about that? Same thing happened to Kobe Mino. Same thing happened to Amrabat as well. There's no support in there. You can't play Bruno and Scott McTominay. They both think they're attacking midfielders / centre forwards. They've got no discipline. They can't sense danger. They don't know how to screen and cut off passing lanes. These guys just run around, look busy, but do nothing.
You know what's mad, yeah? This is what I don't get as well. It's like the way we're playing right now, it's just not sustainable at all. And like I said to you, his decision making on the football pitch is whack as well. His in-game management is whack. Bro, everything about us is whack. You know what I'm trying to say to you? And the last time, you talk about goal scoring, at Old Trafford, the last time to score, who's scored at Old Trafford?
Sancho.
Sancho. Crazy. That was in May? The last game of the season? The last goal we scored was Jadon Sancho, a forward at home. That's wild. And the goals we scored away from home as well, the forwards. Garnacho's one was a rare kind of, overhead kick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's never doing that again. Once in a lifetime.
Once in a lifetime, yeah. What do you call it? Martial was a good goal. I give him that. The Rashford one was a penalty. I don't even know who else. And then the Rashford one at Arsenal was a bit of individual brilliance.
Yeah,
He went on the
breakaway, yeah.
left side. Yeah, a breakaway that Rashford does normally. That's the goals that we scored, from the forwards. So even when you look at it from there, the style of play, I'm like, yo, there's no way, there's no for us to kind of get these players to score more goals because the manager's like, well, I might just go and get McTominay to do a little advanced run, and you know what? Just lump the ball forward. We'll do this, bro. There's no system to this, man. It's just from fake it until you make it.
But this is what I'm
Fake
saying,
it
and
make
all the players that you're mentioning, yeah, none of which have been his signings. So it just shows you again, yeah, how badly he's invested his money. Look at what he's done with our money as well, bro. Like, you look at the records, you look at how bad he spent the money, you look at his talent ID, you look at his lack of man management, bro. There's so many more cons than pros to this manager.
Yeah.
How people are still backing him, yeah. You can't even say, oh, you know what, I can see the vision. What's the vision? You've signed a bunch of duds.
It's
What's the vision? There's no football. What's the vision? If I was getting good football and good signings, but we weren't getting the results, that's one thing.
I'd back him. I'd back him.
100%.
Honestly, genuinely, I'm being serious with you. That's where majority of Tottenham fans still feel because they feel like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what, we can still see where we're going right now. It may not be, the results are not there, but they can see where they're going. I'm telling you right now, telling you right now, we would not feel the way we're feeling right now if the guy had a plan. If he had a plan and a style, and the manner, sometimes it's about the manner in where you lose as well, and the manner in where you win as well. It's both. It can be both as well.
Bro, you see that Newcastle game, the way we turned up and parked the bus? If we do that at Anfield, look what's going to happen to us. Because that's how we're going to play against Liverpool. We're going to turn up and park the bus. There's no way we're going to go there and play. There's no way. The manager's trying to survive.
Bro, he's going to survive. He's going to park the bus. But now, apparently, people are saying Casemiro's back and now everything's going to change. But
Cass won't play. Cass won't play in the Liverpool game. He won't.
No, but the thing is now, I seen there was a post yesterday saying Casemiro's back.
No, he's back running on grass. He's not back training. He's just back on grass. He won't play.
Yeah. But now people are saying, oh, but Casemiro's going to be the answer. But I thought you wanted him sold.
They did want him sold. They said his legs are gone. They said his legs are gone.
So now the midfield that you're seeing right now, is that not good enough? Is that the midfielders that you see right now is not good enough? Oh, but wait, because the midfield structure was never good. So now you want Casemiro to come and say basically, oh, he's gonna fix this all, man. It's a joke, man. It's genuinely a joke, man. Nobody has a solution. It's what, that player comes in, Lisandro comes in, and everything's gonna change. That player comes in and everything's gonna change. Bro, have you noticed, man? One player's going to change.
Bruv, that's typical Man United fans. They always look for a scapegoat and they always look for a hero. Do you know what I'm saying? We need to have a team that functions collectively instead of looking for superstars all the time to bail us out. That's the problem with this team. We haven't been an actual team, since Van Gaal left, bro. It's just all been relying on individuals to win us games. Yeah. That's what it's been all the time. And then now they want to throw Rashford under the bus, It's like, cool. None of the attackers are scoring goals, but you're highlighting Rashford. It doesn't make no sense. As bad as Rashford's been, he's been no worse than Garnacho. He's been no worse than Anthony. He's been no worse than Hojlund, who's got no Premier League goals. Let's keep it a buck. Yeah. Like, people are cooking Martial. He's got more Premier League goals than Hojlund. So what are we saying?
But Dallow's got to cut that across, man. Bro, Dallow, man, what's he doing?
Yeah,
man?
But they say Dallow's got to cut that across. Yeah, but then Dallow was one of our best players against Chelsea. So it's one of them ones where people can say, yeah, Dallow should have passed it and that. But bro, like, there's been games. What game was it? What game was it? Like, not too long ago.
He played it until he played for him.
Hojlund missed 2 sitters in that game. Was that Brighton?
Yeah. I think it was
straight
Brighton,
at the goalkeeper from 6 yards out.
Yeah.
There you go. So it's one of them ones. We could say, yeah, Dallow should have passed it. Cool. Like, he hit the keeper twice from 6 yards out in that game. He shouldn't be on 0 goals.
Nah, I'll be real.
He shouldn't.
But the thing is, though, I told the fan base, I said to him, relax. This guy is not. I watched him last year, man, for Atalanta, and he's a project for the future. It's not all we need now. We needed someone for now, man. But the manager prioritized other things. You know what I mean? They spent that much money on him. I didn't really personally want Hojlund at the football club. I'm not saying he's not the answer anymore, but I'm just trying to say to you, like, the manager also as well is not getting the best out of him. The guy's lumping it long, play the ball onto the ground. We're not really finding any patterns for him to do. Does he need to be better in terms of his movement? Probably,
Mhm.
yeah. I think his movement is awful. I think he needs to do better in terms of getting in the box. He
Yeah,
hasn't got that
his
natural
movement
striker.
is very predictable. He moves in
Very
straight
predictable.
lines. That's how he
Yeah,
plays. He plays
straight
in straight
lines, man.
lines. Football's not played in straight
Yeah.
lines.
No, 100% no. I think he's got to do better in movement, anticipation as well. He's always like 1 or 2 meters behind, like you know what I mean.
Hmm.
Like when the cross comes in, he doesn't anticipate it in that regards. But what was your plan though when you brought him in? Like, did you just bring him in just for the sake of bringing him in because he was the hottest talent in Europe, or did you
Mm.
have a plan? You know what I mean? So I don't think the manager really had a plan for Hoyland. And now, like I said to you, he's swapping and changing Martial. And you're also swapping styles as well. You
Yeah.
know, he doesn't know when to kind of transition from the Martial who's going to come and short and collect
Mm.
it deep to then Hoyland who wants it in behind and he's got that pace. Like he doesn't change his style in between. So it comes down to the manager. What
But
is
that's
your
the
plan?
funny thing about Hojlund, though. Hojlund and Martial are so different stylistically, yeah? Why not play them both? I still don't understand why this manager hasn't just thrown him out on the right hand side and said, you know what, like, have a go
Bro,
out there. Because, bro, it's one of them ones where Hojlund can run with the ball. He's got a bit of pace. Give him a bit of space because his movement in the middle, he ain't got the link play of Tony Martial. And it's like, he's struggling, but the manager's not doing anything different. Like, taking him out the team and then putting him back in, that's not going to make him score goals. Like,
at
try
least with
something different.
At least with Arteta, yeah, if Jesus is struggling, he might put him on the right, he might put him on the left. You know, I
Exactly.
think
You
even
try
when
different things.
Guardiola did it, you try different things. I think that's what you got to try and do and try and understand in that regards. But this
Mm,
manager is persistent. That's the problem. That he's stubborn. You know, he's
mm,
playing. The thing is, yeah, listen, I don't rate Bruno Fernandez highly, yeah. But
mm.
Bruno Fernandez is not this regista that's going to get the ball from the middle of the park and start spraying balls and becoming this
No, he's
kind of
not.
dictating midfielder. He's a final transition player. But you're playing McTominay, who may get you the goals in any isolated games, but you're relying on a guy who's so more limited than Bruno Fernandez. And this is Bruno Fernandez, yeah, he can create something in that final transition. Something better than McTominay. But you're then sacrificing McTominay for Bruno, who can't do what he does.
But I don't
Play
think he's
Coquelin or
sacrificing
Amrabat.
them. I think that they're just getting in each other's way, innit? Like I don't think it's a sacrifice. I think that they're both just playing wherever they want, bro. I'll be real because when you look at
Bro.
Ten Hag's system, yeah, it's literally 3-1-6, and Amrabat is in the one, and then everything else is chaos ahead of it, bro. Like these men are doing what they want. Bruno was popping up on the left wing, like loads, trying to get the ball off Garnacho, and then trying to put in
Yeah.
deep crosses from there. It's like Bruno's got no discipline and he's got no intelligence in terms of his movement. When you look at Bruno and you look at McTominay, both of those players need to function in a midfield where they have no responsibility and they can just free roam. If you look at
Yeah,
Bruno,
they
yeah,
want that.
when Bruno was scoring goals for Man United, he was playing with complete freedom before CR7 came in,
Freedom.
where he was just going wherever he wanted. He was getting into positions and he was scoring goals. Basically, what Bellingham's doing right now at Real Madrid, popping up in areas where he's not being marked, that's what Bruno was doing. That's all he was doing. It's not because he's a smart player, he's a good player. It's just that he can't play with any sort of discipline. He needs to just be let, he just needs to be let loose, innit? But the thing is, he's not good enough for you
Yeah.
to take away all responsibility and just let him do that because he's not even clinical in those areas, bro. Like his shooting's mad overrated. He's terrible from set pieces. He can't
It's
beat the
volume,
first
anyway.
man.
It's volume. It's
That's
volume
all it
shoot anyway.
is. That's all it
Yeah, it's
is.
volume.
Like his striking of the ball, he's not a pure striker of the football. Like everything about him, yeah, is massively sensationalized because he stat padded at the front end when he came in. At the
Yeah,
front
yeah, yeah.
end. He started put up all of his
Yeah.
goals at the front end, and now we're not getting them no more. Goals and assists just vanished.
Yeah, 100%, man, 100%. And like I said to you, when you give him more responsibility as well, he doesn't take that on as well because the midfield is crying out for someone who can keep the ball, keep possession. You know what I mean?
Mm,
He does none of that. You know what I mean? He was so bad on Saturday against a midfield of Bournemouth that nobody would take it. Nobody would
mm,
take their midfield. Let's not be lying to ourselves. So I look at it, and I think, you know what, man, the manager is just playing it as he goes along. He don't know what really he's doing. 1 minute Kobe Mino is his guy. Then doesn't want to play him now against two games where at home he could get a bit of confidence. Why not play him and Amrabat together and then have
yeah,
one of McTominay and Bruno in the 10? Then you've got at least some control in that midfield. Why does he not want to do that? But then he wants to play him against Newcastle or,
yeah.
or do this or do that. Like, bro, what? Like, I just honestly, I don't genuinely get this manager. You know, he's just so devoid of any ideas. And you know what, as well, yeah, he lacks any charisma. Like he doesn't make you believe that something's gonna happen, that something's gonna change.
But this is what
Like,
I'm saying. He can't even get us excited about what he's doing. So how are the players going to be excited? This guy don't know what he's doing. He's got nothing about him. Like, he's the most boring Man United manager we've ever had as well. Like, everything about him is just mundane, bro. Like, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Like, at least with Ralph, we knew we were going to get the truth. Even when we weren't winning, Ralph would come out, and he would tell us exactly why we weren't good. He would say, this wasn't good. This press in the first phase wasn't good. We gave the ball away here. Bruv, this guy's talking rubbish saying, we played well.
Can I show you something? Yeah, I think there was a quote that I put up on the Twitter. It was basically saying he's contradicting himself basically in the fact that he's saying that, you know what, our team is playing well and you know what, they're consistent, etc., etc. I'm gonna pull it up right now. I'm gonna see where it is right now.
Because bro, he was talking about saying we don't have the squad to be consistent, but then before he was saying how good the squad was and how there's competition for places, and that's why Varane has to wait his turn, and that it's like internal competition. Who am I competing with? Johnny Evans?
Yeah, no. He says here the team is good. This is 2 weeks ago, by the way. All the players in the squad are good and deserve the best to play for Man United because they are brilliant players, and that counts for the whole squad. And then after Saturday, he goes, as a squad, we are not good enough to be consistent. So where do you stand, my friend? Where do you stand? Like, genuinely, man, I'll be seriously. Where do you stand? Because now you're throwing them under the bus. You know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. You think these players don't realize that? Do you think these players? Tommy's just saying it for the sake of it to the media. You know, inside they're thinking, hold on a minute. Man just said we're not good enough to be a squad, to be consistent. How do I feel when this guy is telling us to do the tactics on the football pitch that he's telling us to implement? So what is it? Is it you, my friend? Are you not giving us the best platform to succeed? You know, this isn't, again, by the way, it's not an excuse for the players because they need to do better. But ultimately, you said 1 minute we're good and we deserve to be in the squad, and then another minute you're like, well, to be honest with you, you lot are shit basically.
Yeah, but this is the beauty of it. So when McTominay comes out and says all the players are behind him, they are, because all the ones that aren't behind him, he's fallen out with. Do you know what I'm saying? So all the players that are playing are for him because now Rashford and Martial are ill. Do you know what I mean? So they're probably not going to play on the next game, or they're going to be on the bench because they haven't trained today because they're not well. When really they just don't want to play for him. Casemiro's not well. Varane's not well. Do you know what I mean? Sancho's not with the squad. It's funny how everyone you're falling out with is just not there.
It's not there. Nobody can
there.
Say, you know what? Like, you know, the players that are creating the toxicity and these players here, and bro, they're not here, man. This is why I said to people, when people try to get onto Sancho, I said, oh man, he's ruining the squad morale. I said, bro, he's not on the football pitch.
Yeah.
Sancho, you get me? Like, there's no messing around. Look what's happening on the football pitch.
And like since Sanchez lost, bro, how many of these attackers have scored goals? He's having the last laugh right now. Because since he last played, we ain't had an attacker score at Old Trafford. So he's laughing. He was the last one to do it. So, bro, Sancho's been proven right. He's been proven right. When they were talking and saying a lot of senior players have approached the manager about his management style and training intensity and all these things. And basically the manager said, I'm going to do it the way I'm going to do it. And now look what's happening. It's hilarious. And now we're hearing these rumours about Rafinha coming to Man United. I don't believe this anyway because he's left-footed and Antony's left-footed. So, and plus Rafinha's trash. So, do you know what I mean? So Rafinha and Antony together, no thanks. That's not going to happen anyway. But the funny thing is Jadon Sancho's been linked with Juventus. He's been linked with Dortmund. He's been linked with Barcelona. Linked with decent sides. And you think Jadon Sancho's the problem? Hey, listen, you're going to find out. Varane's been linked with Bayern Munich. All the players, that are leaving us are getting linked with clubs that are better than us. But they're the problem. Are you sure?
Yeah. When it's a narrative, though, people, it's the problem, though. This is the narrative that's been set. Everything's toxic. These players are toxic. These players are against the manager. They need to go. Hold on a minute. Where's the accountability for this manager here for not picking his best 11? Where's the accountability for him? Yeah. Everything gets brushed under the carpet when it's Ten Hag, but when it's the players, and one thing as well, this is what I find understanding is that 1 minute it's the players, they're bad, and they're down tooling. But in 1 minute, it's the manager, and he's great for the way he played football against Chelsea. But now it's down tooling players on Saturday.
Yeah.
Which one is it, by the way, fans? Like, seriously, 1 minute it's the players are a disgrace again. They let the manager down. No, hold on a minute. The manager also led that group of players out there. He picked the team. He picks the substitutions. He picks everything. Do you guys understand that? He controls the narrative. Whatever happens on the football pitch, he enables what goes on. Yes, performances can happen, and yes, players can have stinkers, but ultimately, the manager sets out the tactics. Iraola set out tactics to win the game. You see what he said after the game, by the way? Man's taking the piss out of us, man.
Yeah.
He said, we knew what we were going to do. We knew that we were going to do this. We knew bro, are you...
Because we're predictably unpredictable, bro. Like, we have no structure, and he was able to work that out, even with the players that he's got. That tells you everything you need to know. When you look at this Manchester United team, they're going absolutely nowhere fast.
Facts.
Nowhere fast. We're finished, bro.
Yeah, we're finished, man. We're finished, man. I think we're finished as a football club, you know what I mean? And like I said, man, you know, this is judgment week, man. You get me? Like, he's gone by then. I don't know why we're waiting, though. Why do we have to wait to get beat 5-0 by Liverpool? Why do we have to wait until, you know what I mean, the Champions League group? Like, you know, you could have sacked him early on. We could have had a chance of getting out of the group, man.
But this is the funny thing, Saeed. That's what I'm saying. Why are the people, you know what it is with a lot of football fans? Like, who should we get? It's like, why are you waiting until that leak in the roof, turns into the whole ceiling collapsing? You know them ones. It's like, bro, couple drops from the ceiling and that, cool. Like, the boiler might be broken. Do you know what I mean? Like, the attic might be flooded, but nah, it's all right. Forget the drips of water. Let's wait until the ceiling caves in. That's exactly what Man United do. They wait till the ceiling's caved in, bro. Do you think Bayern Munich wait until the ceiling's caved in before they sack their manager and bring in another one? They don't wait, bruv. They're like, yo, these results, look what they done to Nagelsmann. They were like, yo, the results ain't going the way we want. Before things get to a point where we can't salvage it, let's make the decision now. This is what big clubs do.
But you know what's mad, though? Bayern Munich have sacked more managers in the last 10 years than us. I think Real Madrid have sacked more managers, and all they've been successful, you know? This idea, this notion that Man United can't sack managers and still be successful, that's widely off the mark. You know, Man United have made bad decisions, don't get me wrong, but ultimately, what Ten Hag is doing right now, a better manager can get better out of this group of players. A better manager can also get rid of half of these players as well, because that's what Ten Hag is doing. He's also enabling half of this as well. Nobody told him to bring back Maguire back into the team. Nobody told him to bring back a certain man into the team, Lindelof and all these guys.
Bro, we thought Maguire was gone. There was a point where we thought Wan-Bissaka was gone. Like, there's a few players, it looked like they were gone. McTominay looked like he was gone. Then all of a sudden, these men are reinstated, and then they're mainstays in the team.
Yeah, they're mainstays in the team, and they're elevated to this high regard. And then, honestly, how does that not create friction within the squad when Varane's looking at it thinking, hold on a minute, you brought Johnny Evans back, where you told everyone short-term deal. Then you bring Maguire back into the fold, and then now he's super fantastic. And by the way, as well, imagine hearing as well that the standard is what's been set by Maguire, and the standard has been set by certain. You're thinking, hold on a minute, I was your best defender last season. You didn't really have a style of play last season to the point where I was ousted, or I felt like I didn't have anything to prove. Varane was our best centre back last season. Let's not kid ourselves.
He was.
This season as well, Rants here. Are we doing anything that is playing out from the back that would not include Varane? I'm sorry.
No.
We are playing defense. We're playing defensive, and also we're conceding so many shots. So
we're parking buses. So why do we need ball playing centre backs, bro? It's a myth. They're going on like we're trying to play this expansive football and we need expansive centre backs. What's Lindelof doing? He's getting victimized every week. Like, what are we talking about? If we were trying to play expansive football out from the back, and then fair enough. But, bro, we haven't played a style of football that Varane can't play in, bro. How are we conceding 3 goals a game in the Champions League, but Varane can't play, bruv? That don't even make no sense. Do you know what I'm saying? A man are talking about Martinez, but, bro, as good as Martinez is, he's not the reason why we're not playing well, bro. Because last season, it was Martinez, Varane, and Casemiro. And Varane and Casemiro were the most important for their leadership qualities, their experience, and their ability, bro. Like, Lissandro's a quality player, but he doesn't look the same when Varane's not next to him. He doesn't.
No, he doesn't. But also, let me differentiate what I think. I get it, yeah. Lisandro Martinez is what Ten Hag needed for his style, yeah. But
Mm,
also, you need Varane for just the foundations of what you're trying to build. You're a
mm.
defender first. Like Lisandro Martinez is not a better defender than Varane. It's not.
No, he's not. He's just better on the ball.
Not. He's better on the ball and he's better
Mm,
progressing the ball and etc. That's what you need. You need
mm,
parents in it. They're the right parents. One is a box defender. One is someone that can play it from the back and
mm.
consistent. So Varane was always needed, but now you're saying to yourself, right, we don't need that, and he's going to sit on the bench and do nothing. You're telling me that doesn't create a little bit of friction in the dressing room? Are you
Mm.
kidding me? Are you kidding me, man? You're telling me that doesn't create friction in the dressing room? Your best defender, and you're conceding 3 goals. Come
Yeah.
on, man. Bro, you conceded 3 goals. I don't care what anybody says. You're one of your best defenders out there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just miss me with that bullshit, man.
Yeah, but
Like,
bro,
oh, but we're playing.
we know that, but bro, don't think the players don't know that as well. Don't think, yeah, that Varane's not sitting there with Casemiro and a few of the other man them saying, "Right, man's really behind Victor Lindelof and Johnny Evans. Is this real? Is this real?"
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
bro, you can't tell me because, bro, the same way we're sitting here saying, "How is this happening?" Do you think these men are not saying that? Do you think that these men are not saying that? If you
yeah,
man don't think that, do you know what I mean? When they're saying all these rumors that they're saying, oh, there's rumors about players were confused by the signing of Mount and of Hojlund and all these other things, because bro, the players know who's good and who's not, bro. Like in
yeah. You know,
training, man are sitting down. The Sancho thing has happened because of Anthony. That's why it's happened. The Anthony is the reason why the whole Sancho thing has happened. Because Sancho was brought in. When we brought him in, he was brought in to play on the right-hand side. That's why Oli brought him in, because Rashford was out on the left. Bro, you got to
yeah,
understand, yeah? Sancho's looking at Anthony playing rubbish every game and still getting picked. And then Anthony's walking around with the arrogance that he's walking around with, yeah? And he's been here for 5 minutes. Like, even the fact that Anthony would have the arrogance, yeah, to be undermining Harry Maguire, who was the captain at the time, that tells you that he's way too comfortable, bro, in the team already. And he's done nothing.
got nothing.
He's done nothing.
Literally,
And he's walking
got
around,
nothing.
bro. He's walking around the house with his shoes on. Man didn't even take his shoes off at the front door. And he's walking around like he's the guy, like he owns the gaff. And it's like, bro, you're not doing anything to earn that. And you're trying to tell me that
Yeah.
doesn't divide the dressing room. Of course it does. Of
But look what
course it
Rashford's doing
does.
now.
Mount came in and took the number 7 shirt.
Goodness.
The number 7 shirt, you know, at Manchester United. You came in and you took that. What have you done at this club? Nothing. What have you done really in your career, bro, of any merit, bro? People say, oh, Champions League, Champions League. Mason Mount's never been an integral part, yeah, of any football team. Never. Yet he's come in and
Never.
took the number 7 shirt at Man United. The whole place is a circus, bro. So you can't tell me that that's not affecting the dressing room. McTominay can come out and he can lie through his teeth. There is absolutely no way that Man United dressing room isn't in tatters. Because players like Martial, players like Rashford, these guys that had been there, David De Gea before that, Cristiano before that, guys that have seen Man United either under Sir Alex Ferguson or not long after and understand the standards of this club. When they're seeing these men come in and walking around like they own the place, they're thinking, what the hell's this?
Oh.
It's a joke.
Yeah. Bench
It's
players
a
talking
joke.
like starters, isn't it?
Bro.
Bench players talking like starters.
Bro, not to mention Donny van der Beek can't get a game. Donny van der Beek finds himself behind Hannibal. And now where's Hannibal? Where's Hannibal?
Where's Hannibal? He was a golden child, man. He was the guy.
And then Pelistri. Where's Pelistri? Where's Pelistri
Yeah.
now? Can't get a game no more. That the guy, I swear Pelistri started against Bayern Munich. You're going to
There
start
you go.
Pelistri against Bayern Munich. Now he can't get a game. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm trying to say, man.
This
my
manager
thing
can't
is as
settle.
well, yeah. My thing is as well, yeah. I think with the situation with the manager, I just look at him and I think he's just so clueless, man. And all of his decision making as well has caused a little bit of friction in the dressing room. Like decision making of who's playing, who's starting, what setup are you doing as well. Like you did the whole preseason where the team looked better with the false 9, and then you play Rashford through the middle now as well. Like, but even Rashford now, look at Rashford as well. Man's ill.
I'll be honest with Rashford, yeah. I don't think he's trying. Like, you know them ones. You know when people are saying, yeah, he's rubbish and that, bro. I just don't think he's trying. I'll be honest. I feel he looks unhappy, yeah, and he looks like he cannot be bothered. I'll be real. Like, he doesn't look like a player that wants to be there. He doesn't.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He really doesn't, bro.
100%, man. And like I said, that don't excuse him because, like I said, he's rubbish as well, and we should never give him a contract. But the fact is, yeah, he ain't getting his way now, is he? You know, because the manager again flip flops on what is the standard at Man United. 1 minute it's Anti's trying hard now. But you know what I've noticed here? The quality in Man United is the manager doesn't base his idea on quality. He just bases his idea on trying hard. Like it should be quality first.
But this is the problem. This is the problem. And like even the Rashford thing, remember, he said, he was the one saying, we know what Rashford can do. We know he can score goals. X, Y, Z, we're going to let him play through. 2-2, he's dropped now. Like, bro, listen, this manager is just telling on himself. Do you know what I'm saying? He's telling on himself. 1 minute it's, no, we're going to persevere with Rashford because he'll play himself into form. And then it's, all right, cool. Garnacho's flavour of the month. So now Garnacho's going to play. The levels of his performances have been below par as well. But he scored the overhead kick. He's gonna dine out on the overhead kick for the rest of the season, mate. Because the performance against Bournemouth, where was it? Like the guy got an assist. He got the assist at the end of the Chelsea game. Other than that, where's the performance, bro? Like putting the ball out for goal kicks every time he got the ball on the left wing. Can't take a player run.
I was poor. Like I admit it, Garnacho was poor. You know what I mean? The whole, like I said to you, the whole team was just devoid of any ideas, man. And like I said, Bournemouth, the easy goals, man. Easy goals we conceded. You know, if you look at the record this season, man, I showed it here. We scored less goals than we've conceded. You know what I mean? We've conceded more goals than we've scored. The chances created is absolutely shocking. You know what I mean? We're -3. We've only scored 3 more goals than I think Luton, apparently. Luton Town. Luton Town, bro. Actually 2 more goals. We've scored 2 more goals than Luton Town.
There you go.
You know how mad that is? We're scoring one average of 1.1 goal a game.
Yeah.
You know how crazy this is? So basically, every game is not sustainable, basically, because you're scoring 2-1, 1-0, 1-0. Like, bro, either way, the game could have been either way. Like, when you look at the Chelsea, the Everton game, bro, look at the Everton game. They bossed us. We got that goal. Then we had a penalty that killed them off. And then we got the 3rd goal. That was it. The rest of the game was dead.
And that overhead kick was out of the blue, bruv. It's not like we were peppering them and whatever. Like, that goal just completely changed the whole flow of the game. And then, do you get me? Once you get the pen, game's over.
Game's over, man. You get a penalty, game's over. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm not trying to say United, need to get lucky to win games, but bro, it's so like I don't want to be watching a game where I'm relying on moments. Like, I didn't have that with Ollie. Everybody said here Ollie weren't good enough because he was relying on moments. So why?
No, but we also said our main thing was with Ollie. Our Ollie thing was like, we don't have a style of play, but we were like, we just counter attack. We can't play when teams play low block. That's why we are better on the road.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But at least we were counter attacking and scoring goals. Like, we're not even doing that now.
I know. One thing I got to give it, we did score goals on the Ollie. You know what I mean? Whether people like it or not, there was goals on the Ollie. But when it was bad, it was bad. You know what I mean? But we're not scoring goals. We scored 58 goals on the Ten Hag last season in the Premier League. This season, like I said to you, we're on 18, and it's December. I want to see what the result. I don't know, people. If someone can find out, 16 games into Ten Hag's reign, how many goals we had. So if that means we're getting lower, then that means we're regressing even more because we're scoring less as well.
We're definitely scoring less this season than we were this time last season, because if you think about it, the fact that we're nearly at Christmas, we scored less than 20 goals, bro. That's crazy. We're nearly halfway through the season, bro. So we're on course to score less goals than we scored last season. Only 6 teams, in the league so far have scored less than 20. And I bet you, out of them 6 teams, it has to be relegation teams. It has to be, surely.
Yep.
It has to be.
Yep, 100%.
Let's go through the bottom 4 teams. How many goals they scored?
Crystal Palace. It is Nottingham Forest. Even Everton have scored 20 as well. Everton have scored 20. They scored more than us. 17 Luton. Burnley have got 16. And they got 2 more as well than us. Less than us, sorry. And Sheffield United have got 12. So it's basically the teams.
It's the relegation teams, bro. And there's some teams that are below us that have scored more goals than us. So it tells you, it tells you 100%, yeah, the manager is failing. There's your stats. These are the only stats that matter. Forget the manager of the month,
Yeah.
forget the player of the month, the goal of the month. Less than 20 goals scored. Yeah, these are the real stats that you need to look at.
Yeah, these are the real stats. Yeah, these are the real patterns.
We're playing like a relegation team.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
You know what I'm trying to say? We're playing like a relegation team. And this is what I'm saying to you. This is why when people say to me, results are for me not sustainable, performances are. People need to realize that performances will get you results in the long term. These results will get you results in the short term. Do you see where there's a clear difference between that?
And they're not really. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're not really like results that you can say, you know what? Nah, we did this and we did that, but there's no, you can't really take anything away from it. You just like, you know what? Okay, I was just like, you know what? Chelsea can hold that. But then you kind of get the reality. You go back home and you're like, really and truly, Chelsea were kind of too poor, man. Like, nah, let's not get too gassed. You get to Bournemouth, there's your level. There's your level. Bournemouth is your level. Bournemouth right there is your level.
We got played off the park by Bournemouth, so that says everything. That says everything you need to know. This manager is coaching relegation football. That's what the stats really tell you. Forget league positions, because people are quick to say, oh, we're 2 points off Spurs, 3 points off City. Look at that, bro. Goals scored. Look at the company that we're in. That's the level we are. We're a mid-table football club. When you look at the football we're playing, what the manager's coaching, we are playing mid-table / bottom quarter of the table football. That's what we're playing. We're a bottom 6 team. That's what he's coaching. He's literally Frank the Bald, blood. That's what he is. That's what he is.
Bro,
if the ball had Man United's players, that's exactly what he'd be doing. It's the same thing.
Is he any better? But the thing is, he's not coming with any principle. What this Ten Hag principle, Ajax football, what have we bought him? This guy, that's what I said to him. He's a con artist, man. Because I'm like, what have we actually bought? Like, you're just relying on individual moments. You don't really have a clear plan. They're just playing hoofball. You then tell people to score. You know, what I mean, you get your best players to score goals and what. Like, it's just for me. Like, there's not a clear ideology of what the fans want to buy into. Even if you backed it with another 400 million, you're gonna get bad football. You're gonna get more even, and you know what? He don't even deserve that kind of pressure as well, because I know he's gonna embarrass us even more. Like, spend another 500 million, and I'm telling you now, he's buying scrubs. You know,
bro, we're getting linked with Donny Marlon, bro, and Rafinha, bro. That's crazy. Donny Marlon. That guy's a bum.
By the way, Donny Marlon's part of his agency group as well.
Of course he is.
Dodgy.
These man are money laundering, broski. Donny Marlon, bum.
Bro, Donny Marlon, that's crazy. That's actually crazy, man. What's he gonna do? Seriously, what's he gonna do apart from pace? Apart from a little bit of pace, bro.
This is exactly why we need to get the CEO in, get Blanc in, and get a proper DOF in, so that don't happen, bro. The manager cannot be allowed to put his paws on any more transfer activities. No more.
Yeah. No more. Absolutely no more. It's for me, it's not good enough anymore, man. It's what I'm saying. Every single signing has been, apart from, like I said to you, Casemiro and Lisandro. Everything. I'm not adding Eriksen because that's a free transfer. Any manager could have got Eriksen on a free. You know, Ole could have got Eriksen on a free. You know what I mean? Because it's a free transfer. But Lisandro and Casemiro have only been ones that I'm like, yeah, you know what? Everyone else, I'm like, what have we bought, man? You know what I'm saying, bro? Our forward line have barely got goals. Our top scorer is McTominay. That tells you everything you need to know. Our top scorer for the season with 5 goals. Casemiro's got 4 goals, by the way.
And he hasn't played in ages.
He hasn't played in a month. You know what I mean? That just shows you everything you need to know. Nothing is sustainable, because that means then every time you're looking for a McTominay or a Maguire to get you a goal, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're waiting for these kind of guys to kind of turn up. Whereas your attackers who are meant to be there every single week, and they're meant to be sustainable, because that's what attackers do. They win games. They're not scoring goals. You know, they're not scoring goals. Bro. Oh man. And then he comes out and says today, we can beat Bayern, and we believe we can do that. I'm like, bro, you don't believe none of that shit, man. You just said before we lack consistency, but then all of a sudden we can beat Bayern. Bro, get out of here, man. Seriously,
Yeah,
he waffles
bruv,
so much, man. I don't want to watch his press conference anymore. I don't
bruv,
watch his press
bruv,
conference.
I don't watch them. I just see the quotes everywhere because I
Yeah,
know he's just gonna talk rubbish. Do you know what I mean? You just know he's just gonna talk rubbish. He's wasting money. Like Samson, yeah, they're saying that Ratcliffe wants to get the Newcastle DOF or something like that. That was it? Is it Ashworth or something like that? I don't
Ashworth,
know,
yeah.
bruv. Listen, all I know is we need to get someone in. Once we get someone in and we take recruitment out the hands of the manager, the club's going in the right direction. Whoever the manager is, I don't believe it will be Ten Hag. I believe that Ten Hag's lost way too much of the dressing room here for him to survive this, bro. When they're saying that Martial and Rashford didn't train today, obviously they'll probably be on the bench against Bayern anyway. But the facts are, he's lost a key part of the dressing room. He's lost not only the more talented of the players, but the more senior of the players as well, bro.
Yep.
Like, it's crazy. You can't lose Varane, you can't lose Casemiro and lose Rashford as well, bro. I said Rashford would be the guy that gets the manager sacked. He's the one. He's the one that will get the manager sacked. You can't lose him.
He's the one that's definitely leaking stuff out as well. 100%.
Yeah,
I
you
know
can't
that
lose him.
He
You
can
can't
tell
lose
he's
him.
leaking stuff out as well. So yeah, 100%. 100%, man. You can't, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's got that bad for him, that he's even not got even Rashford on side. You know what I mean? How bad can you be to not have even Rashford in your team, man? The one guy that you got success from last season, even he's failing under you right now. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I
the
mean?
thing is, the crazy thing is about the manager is like he's saying one thing and doing another, because Marcus Rashford's goals were the only thing that kept this manager probably in a job last season, because whether you like it or not, even though Rashford wasn't playing well, he scored loads of goals in it. So it's one of them ones where the fact Rashford's probably looking at it saying, look what I done last season and now you throw me under a bus.
He got 17 goals last season, The next player to go down was 9. So even that wasn't sustainable as well.
Yeah.
Like, the goals wasn't even shared between the team.
Yeah.
This is Arsenal, Saka scoring goals, Jesus is scoring goals, and Martinelli. They had a combined GA of
and Ødegaard chipped in last season as well.
Yeah, Ødegaard chipped in as well last season. So you can tell it was sustainable last season. This season, like, bro, like, I can't believe I'm saying this, man. Tommy's the highest goal scorer, and that's why he's keeping him on the football pitch. So that means further proof that this manager's going to keep persisting with McTominay.
Yeah, he will. Because as long as McTominay scores or looks like he's going to score, he's going to play. It's the same with Garnacho. As soon as the goals dry up, he'll be out the team again. The manager's just playing anyone that looks like he can keep him in a job, bro. Like, he's running out of options, bro. Like, that's just what it is. He's running out. And that's why even the game, we started Luke Shaw at centre-back for one game. Then he went back to left-back. And then he moved him back to centre-back again. Bro, like, the manager's... Bro, he doesn't know what he's doing, bro. He's playing roulette.
Yep.
That's all he's doing. 100%. He's just trying to survive. He's in survival mode.
Yep, 100%, man. That's all he is. He's in survival mode. He's just chilling. And you know what? The manager, you know what I mean? And this is what it's been like for a while. When you even look at it on Rants here, it's been like that since March, though, man. We just didn't, like, we might have seen little...
Yeah, since we won the trophy, since we won the cup.
Yeah, it's been warning signs since then, but I feel like everyone was like, you know what, man? He's got third anyway, man. Like, got a trophy. Let's just let it slide. Let's see what the summer's saying. The summer, I was like, yo, this preseason ain't looking right, like, what's going on here? And you were kind of saying, what's the style of play? And we were kind of saying to ourselves, yo, man, like, bro, he's playing possession. Let him get his possession-based football. I was totally wrong. You get me? Because I thought Amrabat coming in and certain man coming in. Then I said, you know what, Rants? Nah, you can't be Ten Hag out too early. Let's give him till October, November. Let's give him time to adapt to it, see what certain players come in and whatnot. Bro, we've seen no adaptation. We've seen nothing. We've seen absolute bollocks. We've seen us regress. And that's why I hold my hands up and I said I got it wrong, because I was like, I thought he would change it. I thought the manager would say, right, it's not working here. I'm going to change it around. I'm going to be tactically flexible and I'm going to make it work. But you know what? He hasn't. I've opened my eyes up and I've said, yo, this guy's a fraud, man. He's conned us, man. He ain't changing shit.
Yeah, but you know what it is, bro? Like, I seen it. The one thing they say in life, is always start as you mean to go on, innit? That's what it is. It's one of the most common sayings. Like, I can tell by the way a manager does things at the beginning what I can expect from him, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And as soon as the manager started a certain way and we lost the first 2 games and he changed it, I knew straight away he did not have the personality to be a Man United manager. Because any Man United manager that comes in, yeah, if you come in with a philosophy you want to implement, yeah, you go out on your sword. You don't backtrack after 2 games. You don't do that.
Like Ange. What
Exactly.
He's still
But that's what I
shining.
mean. And then as soon as he did that, I was like, yeah, all right, cool. Man, I need to keep an eye on this guy. And then when I saw him play the whole preseason, remember, Sancho played false 9 for the whole preseason, bro. And then first game of the season, Rashford up front.
Yeah.
Started Garnacho. And I was like, huh? I was like, we never saw that in preseason once. So it's like, you done all of that in preseason to then when the game came, you bottled it and still went back to what you thought was going to be X, Y, Z. It's like, we never saw no 3-1-6 in preseason. Why not? The players were there. Why don't you try it, bro? Like, it shows he ain't got no character, bro. Like, literally, this thing is about survival for him. Like, when he gets sacked, he can't say that he wasn't given a chance. He can't say that. I don't want to see none of these memoirs. He can't be one of them managers that come out and say, oh, you know what?
What was this quote?
The manager, like the player, I didn't get the players I wanted or this, that, and the other. Bro, he can have no excuses.
Look at the quote here, though. We are building, and I can see through the cloud, and I see a bright future here. I see positive things at Carrington. You may not see them so clearly, but I do. This is before the game, guys. This is before the game. Guys, this is before the game. This is before the game. Bro, what clouds? Bro, I can't see no clouds. I can see a black shadow, and that is it.
It's crazy.
You know what I mean, bro? I don't know. Is he smoking that loud pack, bro?
Newcastle absolutely got annihilated by Tottenham, you know? Annihilated.
Yo.
Do you know what I'm saying? A man is saying, oh, the players couldn't play the manager's style. Yeah, that's what preseason's for. Do you know what I mean? Bro. We could have done the 3-1-6 in preseason, saw that it didn't work, yeah, and then abandoned it. That's what preseason's for. We didn't do that. We done Sancho false 9, Rashford on the left. That's what we done in preseason. It was looking good. Everyone was like, oh, like Sancho looks up for it. He looks fit. He looks quick, this, that, and the other. I think he bagged against Arsenal. Wasn't it the Arsenal game he bagged?
Yeah.
And then everyone was getting giddy. Yeah, then guess what? Never saw him again. Do you know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about? The shit don't make no sense. Yeah. Like, the manager made us play like 12 preseason games, including behind closed door games, just to not implement everything he was implementing in those friendlies. So what were you doing?
Yep. But you know what's mad? Before you read the super chat, like I said to you, this manager, I'm telling you now, I don't know, man. He's on some mad shit. I don't know. You know, some people are too obsessed with football. I don't know if he just has a little clear mind sometimes and just like relaxes, man. Because bro, like, you know, sometimes when you're obsessed with something, too much is not healthy, you know, man.
I think he's obsessed with himself, blood. I don't think he's obsessed with football. I think that his thing is, he's so arrogant. He's willing to fall out with every last player instead of conceding, and taking other people's point of views. They're saying that senior players have basically approached him and said, yo, would you consider doing things differently? And he said no.
Yeah.
That's his business. At the end of the day, as a manager, you're working with players, bro. Because at the end of the day, the players are the guys that can get you sacked. And they're the players that they're the people that keep you in a job, and they're the people that get you sacked. Doesn't matter where you're managing, even if you're a manager in an office, at the end of the day, if your team is not performing, they'll sack you before they sack every member of your team because it's cheaper to get rid of you.
Yeah, cheaper to get rid of you.
It's always cheaper because you might be on your 150k and then we've got an office of 30 people. Imagine it's a call center and you got 100 people in a call center and they're all on £6 an hour, but you're on 40k, 50k. Bro, man, I'll get rid of you. I'm not going to get rid of 100 people.
Yeah,
doesn't make no sense.
Rid of a manager, then the players, man. The players, like I said to you, man, it's gonna have to take us. Contracts are involved, but the managers brought a large part of this players involved right now, and it ain't working, man. You get me? Anthony was a huge chunk of your philosophy. Like you can get rid of them, get rid of the manager, and maybe let's see if another manager could get the best out of him and play a different way. Because you know what's mad as well? He brought Anthony to play the Ajax way. He brought in so many players to play his philosophy, but he's gone against it. Like, imagine how you feel if you're Anthony. Hold on a minute, you told us
this is the thing, though. This is the thing. Even Ericsson said. He said, Ericsson said, he changed the direction like and all of a sudden he's out of favour. Christian Eriksen came to the club thinking that he was going to be playing. That's why he came. Do you know what I mean? Because at the stage of his career, he wants to be playing. He only came to Man United because he believed he was going to be playing. Anthony, what's the point in saying you can't play Ajax football but then signing Anthony and Lissandro from Ajax, bro? That makes no sense. If you can't play Ajax ball, why are you signing Ajax players for? And you wanted Timber before. Like, bro, none of it makes sense. And that's what I'm saying. He's saying one thing, yeah, but his actions, yeah, are telling you something else. Hey, Omar, for the super chat, he said, sacking and bringing another manager with this lot of players and no clear top-level management is naive. What do you mean, no clear top-level management? If you're talking about the director of football and the CEO, I said that needs to come in before the new manager, but you can still sack this manager. You don't need to bring in another manager. You don't need to. Just sack this one because his presence in the dressing room and at the club is toxic, bruv. Like, the players are not turning up to training because they don't like him. Players are ill now. Like, bro, when players stop turning up for work, get the manager out.
They're not seeing tactics, man. Even McTominay said the other week, we didn't do really training. It was a bit what's the word I'm looking for, man? It was the intensity was very, very less. Like, bro, why are players speaking like that? Why are we not doing like football drills and whatnot? So maybe they're coming in thinking we're just gonna run around today, so I'm not even bothered coming today.
Yeah, but that's what they've been doing a lot in training. Too much running. The manager's saying, yeah, that it's a very physically demanding league, so training should be that way. It shouldn't. Like, it really shouldn't. Like, the whole point of preseason is that you physically prepare your players for the season ahead, and then in training you keep them ticking over, and also games. Like, what's the point? Yeah. What's the point in training at the intensity that you play at, bruv? And you wonder why these men are getting injured and they're playing 60 odd games a season. What does that mean?
Bro, he ran into the ground last season, man.
And that's what Conte done at Chelsea, Tottenham, and he got sacked that same season as well. He was running them man. Them man were throwing up and that in training.
But they said, you know what's mad? Yeah, Tottenham fans saying that they see parallels in between Conte and Ten Hag, and the fact that he's stubborn, and the fact that them results weren't sustainable. They were, I think they were fourth. I think they were when they sacked him. Did they not? Yeah. Was he not fourth when they sacked him? So they were fourth. Possibly. So what was the target then for Tottenham fans? It was top four. So end of the day, right? They sacked him because they've seen he wasn't great in the dressing room. He was not a great man management, and his style of play was awful, and it was not coherent with what the players liked. And ultimately, the manager got sacked. Simple.
Yeah, Tottenham fans were hating Conte. I'll be real.
Yeah. Now look at the manager now. The guy's bringing players like Lo Celso, who have not been in the team for a while, and now he's balling out.
Yeah,
you see what I mean? So the manager, what we have right now, when players are coming on, they're not even trying, they're not even doing anything. The players that are coming on, they're not having an impact. They're not. They come off the bench and it's like, well, it's the same old. So yeah, man, it's just, I feel like for me, we're just wasting our time with this manager, man. And he's killing everyone's kind of like, I don't even want to watch United anymore, man. Like,
it's horrible. It's horrible.
Going to Old Trafford is awful, man. It's just not great. You don't know what you're getting. How many times before the ground, before the Chelsea game, everyone was like, 1-0, 1-1, we're gonna lose to them. And then 1 minute against Bournemouth, it's like, well, 1-0, we'll probably scrape a draw. Like, everyone's so pessimistic about Man United, and that stems from the manager. Yeah. He created that feeling around the club.
And the way he speaks, that it doesn't give you any confidence that he could turn it around, bro. No confidence. Do you know what I mean? So this is why we just get rid of him. I'll be real, yeah. Like, after this December run, I think after the Aston Villa game, I don't know what January's saying. I don't know if, but I know there's a break in January, isn't there? I think there's FA Cup and then there's like a break. Yeah, that break in January, I think we'll have a new manager coming in to take over from that break. I don't see him surviving this month. I can't see it, bro. Like, I think we're too far gone now. I think he's a dead man walking, bro.
Yeah. I would bring an interim to the end of the season, then bring a manager in the summer. That's personally what I would do. But again, it just depends on what if the owners, these new owners come in and they find a solution, then bro, everybody's gonna get with it. You know what I mean? You may not like it or not, but that's their job. It's not my job. So if they find a manager in January and they go and get a permanent manager in January, then we will judge that in due time, and we'll say, right, that's not working 6 months time, 8 months time, and then he can go. Like, and you know what's gonna be mad, yeah? everybody's attitude is going to be different now when that new owner comes in or that new part owner. Everyone's
Yeah,
going to be like, oh, but yeah, we can sack him, but now we can't sack Ten Hag because it's a Glazer sacking him.
yeah.
Get out of here, man.
No, 100%. That's what's gonna happen, bro. I think we do need an interim, but we just need this guy out of it. That's the most important thing. Get this guy out of here because that's the only thing that can rescue our season, bro. Because we're going out of the Champions League, but bro, even if man can salvage a top 4, even
Yeah.
a top 5 finish and get Champions League again, yeah, then the season hasn't been completely wasted. And we can do that if we sack the manager soon, bro, because we still have the players there from last season, yeah, to put together a run of games. If we just get the right manager, just picking the right players until the end of the season. That's all we need.
Facts.
That's
Facts.
all we need, bro. So it's one of them ones where if we get the CEO in, we get the DOF in. Even if it means we don't bring no one else in as an interim, who cares, bro? Do you know what I mean? Bro, I'd rather see Steve McLaren, yeah, till the end of the season than see Ten Hag, bro. Because I know that he won't pick the team that Ten Hag's picking. He won't. He can't. You know, like that.
100%, man.
Like he can't.
Yeah, 100%, man. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, man. Like I said, just bring someone in to the end of the season, clear out the deadwood, clear out what we need to do. You know what I mean, and whatnot. And like I said, there's nothing really for the season. What is there this season anyway? Like top 5, who cares, man? Like, bro, like everyone's going like this is a trophy, and like top 5 is not a trophy, man. It should be the minimum bare standards for the football club to reach Champions League football. And any manager that's got principles can get that with this group of players. They can. I'm sorry. It's just literally having a principle, a style of play that these players can enjoy and it's sustainable, and then you can get somewhere. But this manager's stop and start, bro. Look, bro, let me tell you the defeats this season. We've got 7 defeats already this season.
In the
7.
league. 11 in all competitions or something like that.
11 or 12. Yeah, exactly. Bro, this is crazy. 9 wins and 7 losses. Next one could be 8 losses. The week after that, we got, I think, is it Villa? That could be another lot.
Yeah.
Villa, and then it's West Ham away. Bro, how many more do you want? By the end of Christmas, it could be more losses than wins. But yet that's acceptable. But yet, but what's the solution for the new manager? Oh my God, seriously, man. Seriously.
Yeah, it's
Seriously,
not
man.
looking good,
Do
bro.
me a favor.
It's not
Do me a
looking
favor.
good. Yeah, it's horrendous, guys. Or what can we say? But, bruv, we just need to see, innit? Like, it'd be very interesting to see this lineup against Bayern Munich, who makes himself available, like who plays. But I ain't looking forward to that game. I'm guessing you're going to be at the game because it's at home, innit?
Yeah. I'll be at the game, but bro, you know what? I don't know if you've seen the what do you call it? The Kane comments, bro. They got beat 5-1, yeah. But the Kane comments, bro, he was like, "Yo, we're gonna rectify it, and we're gonna make things right."
Yeah. We're gonna get smoked.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we're gonna rectify it, and we're gonna make things right. That's what he said, you know.
Yeah.
So, bro, listen, man. If we get battered, oh my God,
Yeah,
it's
they're
out of
turning up
Champions
to
League.
do the mad
You know
thing,
how many
yeah.
records, by the way, he's broken. Do you know? By the way, yeah, I think this guy's broken about 19 different records this season already.
Yeah, yes.
You know? That's what I'm hearing.
And the Champions League record is crazy as well. Like, bro, you conceded the most amount of goals in the Champions League group stages, bro. And we're Man United.
By
That's
any
crazy.
English team.
Yeah, that's
By
crazy.
any English team. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's not
That's
looking good
actually
for us.
crazy. That's crazy, man. It's
It's not looking good for us, bro.
Yeah. That's game over, man. Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
what I'm saying, man.
So,
Yo, listen, bro. We don't have to, bro. We don't have to finish anything. This man is finishing himself, bro.
yeah,
Bro, we don't even have to sack him. I said it from time ago. He's sacking himself, bro.
yeah.
This brother.
But that's it.
This is literally everything he's doing right now is self-inflicted.
But that's what I'm saying. All these top reds come out and say, "Oh no, you want to get rid of them, bruv." The manager's getting rid of himself, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? We're not doing this. He's doing it to himself. The records speak for themselves. Once you see the records that this guy's broken, when he gets sacked, no one can have any excuses. No one can blame the Glazers. Because that's the inevitable thing. Oh, we'll blame the owners and that. Bro, you gave him 400 million, bro. 400 million. And out of what? The 14 players that's coming in this time here, yeah, only 2 you can really say for sure with your chest has been a success. That's not good enough.
Yeah.
It's not good enough, bro. So
No, it's not good enough.
I'm
You
I'm
know what I
not
mean?
I'm
And
not
like I
really
said,
trying to hear
anything
it.
that this manager does, I genuinely like. You can beat Bayern and we go through, but bro, we get smacked up next round anyway.
Yeah.
Like everything that this manager does, like genuinely, it's just, it's a little small tick that you just, you small win. Oh yeah, a little small, bro.
He's
Listen,
literally just prolonging, yeah, the inevitable,
you're not
bro.
gonna
Like he's
level,
holding on for his
and
life.
everybody knows. And everybody knows he's prolonging the inevitable. Everybody knows right now that he's
Mm,
prolonging the inevitable because this football club has no idea where they want to go. They can't even get
mm,
the bloody freaking, the ownership sorted out. You know what I mean? Let
mm,
alone sacking a manager. You know what I mean? So that
mm-hmm.
right now, they're just waiting for a moment. And like I said, it will be until we get thrashed by Liverpool, and then they'll realize, like they did with Ollie, they did
Mm.
with Mourinho. It was that Liverpool game that was a judgment day for Ten Hag, and that's what it was.
No,
Simple.
facts. And like even this, listen, when Mount was fit, he wasn't playing. Casemiro would have been dropped by the manager anyway. It's funny how everyone's romanticizing the Casemiro stuff now, bro. When Casemiro got hooked at half time, yeah, like, bro, he wasn't playing, bro. Cas clearly fell out with the manager. I don't know why people think Casemiro's going to come back and save us. He don't want to be here, bruv. Like, he
Yep.
don't want to be here. It's funny, and this is what I'm saying. As soon as Casemiro's been gone for a month, all of a sudden people can't wait for him to get back. When he was here, they didn't want him.
Bro, I've got the receipts, man. Get him out. Get this this
Legs are
this this
gone.
going
Saudi Arabia.
on. Saudi Arabia. You know what I'm trying to say? They would listen, I seen people, man. And this is why I never got into Casemiro. I said, yo, listen to me. That midfield, I don't believe in that midfield. Man is having to do a lot on his own.
Mm,
I said, bro, there's a lot that he's doing on his own. One man midfield role. Same with
mm,
Amrabat. Same thing. They're having to go on Amrabat now. It's just,
yeah.
bro, they don't. You know what they'll do next? They'll have a go at Kobe Mino. I'm
Yeah.
telling you now. They'll have a go at
That's
him.
why I said I didn't want Kobe Mino to start, yeah, in the Chelsea game by himself. Because, bro, like, it only takes one game for Kobe Mino, yeah, to get ran through, yeah, and all of a sudden they'll be calling him a fraud as well. And it's not his fault. It's not his fault.
I'm trying
It's
to
just
say.
one bad performance. It's funny how everyone that plays in that 6 role for Man United ends up getting exposed because you got bums like Mount, McTominay, and Bruno ahead, and none of them have any defensive discipline, bro. Them man just run all around and just leave man
Yep.
open to get exposed. And then these men are always the scapegoats.
Always. Always a scapegoat. Always a scapegoat. Always, that's this and that. And, Varane can't do. Bro, listen, man. For what we're doing right now, yeah, you're
Mm,
not losing a lot, man. Like, what are you gaining? Seriously. Like, what are you
mm,
gaining? Varane not
mm,
being in the team. We're not seeing great football. We're not seeing great football.
mm.
Come on, man.
So I mean, and look at this, bruv. Ten Hag doing this passion thing with the fans. Oh, we need to energize them and that and all of this, bro.
Oh,
Like, bro, he's running out of stuff now. Now he's pleading for the fans to come and help, like Ollie was saying. Do you know what I'm saying? The Stretford
yeah,
end.
we
Do you
need
know what I
you.
mean?
The
Oh, we
Stratford end,
need
yeah, the
get
Stratford end.
out, man.
Oh man, that's when man. When you lose when you do that kind of talk, yeah, the passion talk. When the quality ain't there, you go back to passion in it. That's what it is, man. It's
Bro.
simple. Man. When you revert back to type and you say, "Oh, things are not going well," let's get the crowd to rally you, bro. I'm sat there and I'm like, "Yo, man, you need to rally me, bro. How about you rally
Mm,
me? How
that's
about you
it.
energize me? You
Yep.
energize the fans.
Yeah, give
You
the
know,
fans something to turn up and sing about. You ain't done that.
You know what I mean, bro? Like I'm supposed to be energized by you. I'm supposed to be inspired by you, not
Mm-hmm.
the other way around, my friend. So
That's
I
it.
just I genuinely just don't get what this guy's waffling at, man. You get me? Like what? Nah, it's crazy,
He's
man.
struggling, bro.
It's
And this is
crazy.
exactly what happens, bro. He's struggling. And we see when you're struggling, you'll say anything, you'll do anything, bro. A desperate man is a dangerous
Yeah,
man. Do you know what I'm saying? And
bro.
that's just exactly what it is. And he's extremely, extremely desperate. So this
And
is
you know
just
what? He's
it's
manipulating
all it's
people
gonna
as
be.
well, man. He's manipulating the fan base as well in terms of what he's saying as well. He said
Mm-hmm.
Onana's second best choice keeper in the league.
Oh,
We've
mate.
got the best pressing stats. Yeah, man. It's bullshit, man. And the media have caught up to it. Listen, I might not agree with half of the media, yeah, but you know
Mm.
what? They actually started to clock on. This guy's a waffler. You
Mm.
know?
Yeah, they're like, what's this guy talking about? They man know what it is though. I'll be real. They man really know what it is, and that's why I'm finding this whole thing amusing because I saw right through this guy. As soon as he started showing me weaknesses, I was like, no. Do you know what I mean? I just saw that the first little drop of blood in the water, and I was there. I was like, all right, cool. it's over for him. I seen it.
Yep.
So now people are starting to cotton on to him. They're starting to cotton on to Bruno now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like all these other things, bro. Like, bro, I told man about Shaw ages ago. These man was saying we can't play our style of play out the back because Luke Shaw's not there, you know. That's what they were saying. They thought Luke Shaw was gonna come back and we were gonna start balling. Nah.
There you go.
Nah. Like, let's not forget, bro. Everyone's quick to remind us how long Martial's been at the club. How long's Luke Shaw been here? Ain't given us one good season. He's given us 4 months in about 10 years. Talking about. These guys are not serious. Until we get rid of the likes of the Shaws and the McTominays and all of that, forget Tony because he's never fit anyway. Do you know what I mean? When he's fit, he's a good player, but he's not fit. The problem is, yeah, these men are here putting in mediocre performances again and again and again. The likes of Maguire, the likes of Shaw, the likes of Bruno. The reason why they're dangerous is because they play every week. That's why they're dangerous, bro. Do you know what I mean? As much as Martial ain't been available and all of that, yeah, he's not dangerous to me because he's not playing and letting me down every week, bro. It's the guys that are the first names on the team sheet that are letting us down every week. They're the real problems. They're the real problems, the Maguires, the Brunos, the Shaws. Because as long as they're fit, they seem to be in the team.
Yep.
They're the real problems.
Yep.
You can't say Martial's the spine of this team because he doesn't play that often, bro. You can throw Rashford in there as well. He's not performing often enough and he starts every game. When you look at the amount of minutes he's played compared to Martial and you look at their output, you'll start to realise that Martial's a lot more productive than Marcus Rashford when you look at minutes. Rashford plays 90 minutes nearly every game. This is probably the second time in his career, yeah, that he's been dropped, and he's not really dropped. It's only a couple games he hasn't played. It's only a couple games. Under Jose, him and Martial were getting swapped, and one started, one didn't. One started, one didn't, because he said he couldn't play them together. Other than that, he's played under every manager. So what are we talking about? The players that are starting every game and that are costing us, they're the ones. Players like Lindelof need to be gone. Maguire needs to be gone. McTominay needs to be gone. Bruno needs to be gone. Get rid of these guys. Luke Shaw's of this world. Get rid of these guys. Have some real quality in the team. Mainstays. And then when the mainstays, yeah, in that team change, yeah, for the better, the team will change for the better.
Team, yeah, I know. Simple. But until you do that, until you build that principle, then it's not going to happen, man. You get me? And that comes down to the manager's kind of preferences, man. He's just so like 1 minute it's last season it was based on something else, and now this season it's survival mode, isn't it? You get me? And it's like, oh, but wait till my players come back and wait till I need more money. Bro, man. What you do right now with what you've got, you're failing at.
But that's what I'm saying. You've got more than enough to be doing doing better with what you have. So yeah, I'm not hearing it, man. So
but that's coming there as well. That coming there without top score. But that's what we don't want. We don't want, you know, that's also damning as well. It's damning. It's not good, that.
Yeah, you're showing us how bad we are, bro. Not how good McTominay is.
No, exactly.
That's it. You're just telling us how bad we are because McTominay he's not in the team to score goals. He's a midfielder. Yep. So the fact that he's our top goal scorer, that doesn't make him any better at his job. So I don't really want to hear about that. Like Real Madrid, 15 managers in 20 seasons, but look at the amount of trophies they've won. The difference is their fan base has standards. They booed Ronaldo when he didn't score for 3 games and shook Bale's car. Yeah, it's true. That's the levels. Like 15 managers in 20 seasons. So all of this are Man United. We can't keep sacking managers. Why not? Why not, bro? Man United need to stop pretending like they're above other teams. Like they're too good to sack managers. What are you talking about? What does that mean? What does that mean, bro? Yep. Like what? We're above other managers? No, we're not.
Yep.
We're not above other teams. Like Man United are no better. What is it? A moral thing why we can't sack managers? Get out of it. If you want to win, you have to sack managers. Chelsea done the same thing. Roman done the same thing. We're not above any other teams, bro. If you want to be successful, yeah, the sooner you can realize you've made a mistake and cut your losses, the better you will be in life, bro. And
Yeah.
that's life lessons, bro. You don't just stick something out here just because you're embarrassed of quitting. Bro, admit that, you know what, it's not going well and give up. There's nothing wrong with giving up sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes the best thing to do is give up
Yep.
instead of wasting your time.
Yeah, but then also the analogy of the leaking roof, you know what I mean? You're just not gonna let that leak that roof leaking. You know what I mean? You're gonna do something
Yeah.
about it, you know? So, bro, it's the whole club's a mess. But like I said to you, man, this manager's got to go, man. You get me? I'm not. I don't want to see no more embarrassments, man. Like genuinely, no, we
Yeah.
can't afford no more embarrassments, man. Like it is nostalgia, yeah. Alex Ferguson, yeah. That's one thing as well. We're not going to beat Alex Ferguson anymore, man. We need to stop this ideology. Alex Ferguson was one. He was a 1 in a million.
Yeah.
It was a diamond that we never thought we had. You know, but he came in, and that is his era. Like, there's not going to be another Pep Guardiola. Man City not going to get another Pep Guardiola. Watch after Man City, Pep Guardiola. They're going to sack manager after sack manager. I'm telling you now.
If they don't perform, they'll get rid of them. They're not gonna say, "Oh, we're gonna
they'll
give
get
man
rid
the
of him.
time we gave Pep," because they understand that they're not Pep.
Exactly, man. And Chelsea be successful with sacking managers. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
listen,
That's
man,
it.
we're giving too much blame on the structure when
And
Ten
look
Hag
at
is failing
Liverpool.
at his job
Before Klopp, they
massively.
were sacking managers, bro. The game is the game. You got to sack managers.
Simple. Simple.
And that's it. So, yeah, we'll see, people. Big up everyone inside. Make sure you smash that like. Make sure you hit the sub button as well. We're like 18 away from 85K.
Come on. There's surely
so, yeah.
18 people here, man, that not
Yeah,
subscribed, man.
So you lot
Come
make
on.
sure you hit the subscribe button, and yeah, we'll be running that giveaway competition at 85K for Modern Warfare 3 as well, people. So yeah, big up everyone inside. Yeah, what you got coming up, bro? And obviously on Thursday, was it Thursday? I'm coming
Wednesday, I
on the pod.
think Wednesday.
Or
Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Man, them talk, man, because you need to chat to a couple of people in there, man. Because listen, man, it's you know what I mean. It's getting crazy in there. But yeah, man,
Yeah, I'm there, bro.
Wednesday, if you can, yeah, and then yeah, man, just subscribe to my channel. I'm closing in as well on 79K as well. So if you want to subscribe to the channel, do subscribe. I'm live at 5 p.m. For those that are wondering when I'm next live, 5 p.m. with Luridin. And yeah, big up to Lordy, man. He left early as well, man. He had enough. He said, I'm not supporting that shit anymore. You get me? So shout out to Lordin. And yeah, man, subscribe to Rants, man. Get to 85K and then 90K. And then yeah, man. You know what I mean? If you like the shit, then at least the support us, innit? Because we're showing you lot every day. We don't hide away, man. We give our opinions every
100%.
week, man, every day.
That's
So
it.
just support us at least, man. You get me?
Nah, facts. Do you know what I'm saying? So nah, come on, people. Big up yourself. Make sure you support the thing. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Make sure you sub to Saeed TV. And yeah, man, I'll be back at 9 o'clock with Daps. And I'll see you on Saeed's channel on a Wednesday. Man, them talk, bro. Listen, I'm coming, man.
Come on.